So we've just arrived in Cardiff now and we're at our Airbnb. We decided to get an Airbnb for the night because it made more sense if we were staying in Cardiff to sleep in the city centre area rather than find a campsite outside of it. Now that we've actually had a shower and got ready, I'm going to give you a little tour of the house. So here we have the living room. I've just came from the kitchen. I'll just pop back in there and show you dead quick. Kitchen, I'm editing. Also our cooler, we've got like all our batteries on charge. And upstairs we go. Got the bathroom. We've got Jack and his bedroom. He's got a little TV, double bed, and a garden view. And then we come through to my room. I've got a window as well, which is sound. And then I've got a single bed and no TV, but I've got my laptop though, so I can just use my laptop just like watch Netflix or YouTube. So yeah, there's house. It was only £19 for the night as well between two of us, which is really good. Like, that's just as cheap as campsites. And we've come into Cardiff to get some food, and look at the castle. Look how good that looks. I think it's shut though, so we can't go in. So I think in the morning we're gonna go in there and see what it's like. We're in a place called Prime Minister, and it's a pie shop, but like a restaurant. It's not like a Greg's. It's like a proper restaurant. So we're sat in here, and most of the pies they do are either vegan or vegetarian. They do a few meat pies too. Looking at the menu, there's actually one in Liverpool, but somehow never knew about it. And I haven't had a pie in weeks, so I'm so excited to have them. Look at the size of these pies, they're absolutely massive. We're just walking back to our Airbnb. It's quite a bit of a walk, to be honest with you. It's like 40 minutes from the city centre, but it's not that bad, to be honest, because it's not really cold. I mean, it's a bit brisk, but you can get away with pants and a t-shirt. But we've just been in the pub after we had our food, watching the Euros again. Our Airbnb host, he lives in the same house that he rents the Airbnb out, and he actually gave us a lift into town, which was quite nice. He was a sound fella, and he was just recommending a load of pubs and places to go, and went to one of the pubs that he recommended because he said it was quite cheap there, and it was actually fairly cheap. Like, we got like a pint and a recorder leg cider for £5.50, which is amazing, because in Liverpool, back in Liverpool, it probably cost you about £4 just for the recorder leg. It's our last couple of hours in Cardiff now. I think we're going to go to the castle and have a little walk around there before we start driving to England. And one of the things I want to show you is our Airbnb message board. So the fella, his name's David, he's had an Airbnb for a few years now, and the earliest date I can see on there is 2018, yeah. So he's had it for about 3 years now, and when he drove us into town last night, we were just talking to him about his Airbnb, and he said one of the reasons that he started it was because the prices for travellers in the city were just ridiculously expensive, like about £100 a night in some places. So he had spare rooms and thought that obviously he could make a little bit of money, but he could also help people out, help travellers out. Like, there's one here from Colombia. I think they're Italian because they say ciao. He was nice enough to give us a lift into town, so we bought him a pack of cores. We're going to leave him a note to add to his message board. Hi David, this is our first B&B experience. Thanks for the lift, enjoy the beer, all the best, Craig and Jack. and then I left me YouTube down there in case he wants to just have a little look into it and see what we've been up to on our travels. So we're in the town centre now, and we're just outside the castle, as you can see there. And we're about to go into the grounds, but we can't actually go inside the castle because you have to book a week in advance because of COVID. So we can only go into the outdoor grounds, which are quite large, but obviously I don't know how much it is to actually show you in there. It's actually quite a bit of a picnic area in here. I have loads of grass, which I imagine 200 years ago would have been filled with like huts and stuff. They also have a cafe that you can go to, and then they have things all around the walls, and this big tower thing here, more of like a little castle. But I'm not sure we can go into any of the walls. We can't go in there, I don't think. We might be able to go in there, and then around the actual outside of the castle walls there's a moat. Yeah, so we can't actually go in anything. We can't go in this tower because it's tickets only. We can't go anywhere indoors, it's tickets only, and we didn't know you have to book in advance because of COVID. So yeah, all we've got is the ground, and there's not much in the ground really apart from the cafe. The rest is just grass to just have a picnic on, or whatever. And we haven't got any picnic stuff, and we've already eaten. So I think that's our trip to the castle done anyway. It's pretty brief, not much to show you. So I'll probably roll this video on to something else. We're back at the car now, and we're done with Cardiff. So we're about to drive into Bristol because we have to go through there anyway to head down to Dartmoor. So the plan is we're gonna go to Bristol. I've got family there, so we're gonna just go say hi to them for about half an hour, and then we're gonna head down to Dartmoor, and you're allowed to wild camp there. So we'll probably get there about 7. It's about a 2-hour drive, and then set up the tent, make some tea. I might do a bit of editing, and then tomorrow will be the day when we actually explore Dartmoor. We just pulled over at a Sainsbury's to get petrol and some milk, and we decided this in Bristol that we're not going to go straight to Dartmoor. We're going to go to the Cotswolds because it's only like an hour away. The UK's oldest pub's there, so we're going to go to that. Also, whilst we're stopped, we're going to have our tea, which is just some bolognese pasta that we made yesterday. We're at the Cotswolds now, and we're just approaching the UK's oldest pub. It's called the Porch House, and it dates back to the 10th century. So we're sitting at the Porch House now. We've just got our orders. I've ordered a hot chocolate, which I had to send back because
Because you forgot you were vegan?
No, because I didn't realise they'd make it with milk. So the first one was made with milk, so I had to send that back, and he was nice enough to make another one with water. And then Jack got an Australia. So yeah, it's a nice little pub. It's a dog friendly pub as well, so there's dogs everywhere, inside and outside, but we couldn't sit inside because they were fully booked. But it's nice enough to sit outside anyway. It's 9:20 now. We've spent about an hour in the Porch House, and we have to go find somewhere to stay now. Probably somewhere we can wild camp. We were gonna drive down to Dartmoor, but it's like 2 hours away, so we'll only get there like 11. Might be dark by then. We don't really fancy setting up a tent in the dark, so we kind of need to find somewhere local to set up tent for the night, or set up camp for the night. So we're currently driving towards Dartmoor, and it's midnight. We couldn't really find anywhere to wild camp around the Cotswolds. We wasted an hour driving around the Cotswolds trying to find somewhere to wild camp when the drive to Dartmoor was only 2 hours. So if we didn't waste that hour looking for somewhere to camp, we could have been halfway to Dartmoor instead of now only just being halfway to Dartmoor with another hour to go. So it's pitch black now. There's no chance we're going to really find anywhere to wild camp, although at Dartmoor you can wild camp anywhere. But setting up a tent in the pitch black is going to be annoying. Like, if we do decide to set up a tent instead of sleeping in the car, then we're going to have to use the car headlights if we can find somewhere where we can park a car, and we do have torches, but it's just a bit of a nightmare, and we're going to be knackered tomorrow. We found this woods in Dartmoor, and it's massive. We're in like the middle of it, although we're camping right next to the road. Didn't want to go too deep, and we're just camping inside. The trees are massive, it's pitch black. Also, we saw a deer over there before. It was looking at us for like maybe about a minute, and then it ran off. But yeah, it is a little bit scary, like, but also kind of cool. We finally got into the tent, and we're about to go to sleep. It's so late. It's 20 to 3. We're knackered. Actually, I'm not that tired, are you? Are you that tired? Nah, we're not actually that tired, but we have been up since like 9 o'clock. So we really should be getting to sleep. And as always, keep exploring.